Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today I'm going to show you how to get your nails in your playfield for your pop bumpers. It's a little tricky, but this method works great. As you can see, these holes here, they have been drilled a little bit. Just want to do them a little bit in reverse. That is the trick. Everything with the clear coat in reverse with your drill bit. Do not go forward, because when you're going forward you are cutting, and what you're doing cutting, you can be chipping, and if you chip that clear coat too much, it's gonna pop layers off, and you don't want to do that. By going in reverse, you are still cutting, but you're cutting like against the knife. Kind of like if you use a saw, when you push and pull, it cuts one way. When you pull, it cuts, and then when you, either way, I can't remember what I saw, but when you go backwards and forwards, it will still cut in reverse, but it does it really super slow, and does it safe. What you're going to do is you're going to need a drill bit that is like spot on the same size of your nail. These are the nails that go through the playfield. You want it to be the same size as the head. So we did find one. It's scary what I'm going to do, but it works. Not forward. I always test before you do this, because you could destroy and just pop off your clear reverse. I'm going to center it right on the hole and go straight down. Do a little bit, grab your nail, see if it will set down in that hole, which it won't right away. See how fine that's cutting the clear? It's doing a real super fine job. I want these to set below and be countersunk. That's perfect. Alright, one thing done. Two, I'm going to change this bit. Since we got the clear off removed already, we can drill out that hole. And that hole that I just made is a little bit smaller than the nail. This is like a nail screw. It's a little bit smaller. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want a piece of cardboard. This is to protect you. I'm going to get that started. Use a little hammer. We're going to get that started. And there. If I slip with my light tappings, I'm going to tap the cardboard. Alright, I got that pretty down. Now, you're going to have to get yourself some nice blunt object or something like that. This is an old shooter rod. This is actually bigger than that, so I'm going to use it like on an angle. I'm going to center the edge of this onto the head. There we go. Net is flush. That is perfectly flush. Let me give it one more tap. 1 or 2 more taps. Yeah. That is perfectly flush. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? You want to do one more? We'll do one more. But yeah, these are all in, and they're doing their job. So we will do one more. Got my big drill bit in. Always verify you're in reverse, because when you switch blades, you have to tighten it. So it is going the wrong way. Always double check you're always in reverse. Always. Because I don't want you to destroy your playfield, and you don't want to destroy your playfield. So we're making sure we're in reverse. We're going to just let the drill land, because these are already drilled and dimpled. But we're going to make sure that goes right where it is. And that's just like powders. You can always take your nail. I got it almost. That looks like it feels good. Never put a garbage underneath your playfield. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped screws into garbage cans, and I gotta dump the whole garbage can out. That feels good. Swap drill bits. Now remember, we already got the clear away from this hole, so I can just go right down the middle. Put it there. Get my nail. Like I said, I like using a tiny little hammer for this. Cardboard. I am not tapping real hard either. I'm letting basically this hammer do the work. I'll take my rod, so now almost. There we go. That's another one in. These holes here, sometimes you will need to actually drill them out with a big drill bit, because this, always check these. If they go in there nice, they're good. But a lot of times where this right here sits in that hole, sometimes there's enough clear in there where it won't go in easy. So you're gonna have to get a giant drill bit. Same thing, go backwards. And then there. I do not drill out these screws. Like I said, I just take the clear off the top, the clear off down to the wood. These are already drilled through. I might make them bigger just for the actual screw. Not as big as a screw, but like a size down from the screw. So these will hold in good. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet, so I have to look at the screws and see how big these holes are. I might not. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, you could put a Mylar ring around here if you really wanted to. However, it's not needed. But yeah, that's how you do your nails. I'm going to tap that one down just a little bit more. your nail screw things for your play field. There. And that's what holds your pop body, your coil mechs. That's what holds these down underneath. So these are, yeah, they're nails, but can we zoom in on one? We can get a better look at it. It's a nail, but there you go. You see it around the head? How it's spayed out like that? That's where it bites into the wood so it can't spin. And also these threads will bite into the wood. So it can't spin. So that's why you don't want to drill the hole fatter than the screw. You still want this screw to go in, screw nail, to go in with friction. So it can bite in and not turn. But I hope that helped you. Some cool stuff along the bottom here. Give me a thumbs up. Check out our new store. Take care and later.